Chelsea are nowhere near that level, I'm afraid. Their players will never be able to get near to Manchester City's level.
United can't win at the moment. They've lost 5 of their last 7. The wheels have well and truly come off since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got that permanent contract.
United pulverised them 3-1 at Old Trafford, so I'm confident.
I think with Solskjaer at the helm, United just don't seem to be able to perform anymore.
So the big games keep on coming in the Premier League, and no bigger game than at Old Trafford on Sunday afternoon. Manchester United playing host to Chelsea in a clash that could go a long way to deciding who will finish in the top 4 this season. We've got Simon arguing the case for United. Bobby will be bigging up Chelsea. We'll start with the Red Devils, Simon. They come into the game off the back of that disappointing defeat to Manchester City. Can they raise their game for this one?
Oh, for sure, they'll have to. I mean, it was a bit of a one-off against Man City, not in terms of the overall result, because, things haven't been going well. But the performance, I thought, was pretty good overall. This is Man City. They're a team that are probably going to get near 100 points again, like they did last season. Chelsea are nowhere near that level, I'm afraid. Their players will never be able to get near to Manchester City's level. Also, look at what United have done against Chelsea so far this season. They've won in the FA Cup at Stamford Bridge. They almost won in the league there as well. And last season, going back a little bit longer, but roughly the same situation between the sides, United pulverised them 3-1 at Old Trafford. So I'm confident.
Well, Chelsea 3 points better off in the table right now, but their away record is not great, Bobby.
No, it's not great, but I think the perfect place to go is Old Trafford. United can't win at the moment. They've lost 5 of their last 7. The wheels have well and truly come off since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got that permanent contract. Simon's talking about previous encounters under previous managers, different tactics, different approaches. I think with Solskjaer at the helm, United just don't seem to be able to perform anymore. And United haven't performed all season, in fact, under previous managers as well, against top 6 teams. Just 1 win in 9 encounters. They're not going to improve on that record this weekend.
Well, despite your claims, I'm going to have to give it to Chelsea just because of the recent head-to-head meetings between the two sides. So, first blood to United. What about the 2-star men then for the respective teams? For United, Paul Pogba named in the PFA Team of the Year, but needs to raise his game, I think, Simon.
I think you could argue that, but over the course of the season, he's raised his game. 13 goals from midfield. He's right up there in terms of the midfielders who've created the most chances and assists as well in the league. I think he has got the critics really rounding on him at the moment. But I think if he can just get back to that form he showed as soon as Solskjaer came in, when he was playing absolutely sublimely and was a real leader in the team, then that's the Paul Pogba, I think, that can still come to this game and make a difference.
And what about Chelsea's Eden Hazard? They're not named in the PFA Team of the Year. Is he going to respond with a good performance at Old Trafford?
I think so. That's the best way to silence those critics, isn't it, that haven't put him in the team of the season. He's got the most assists of anyone in the Premier League this term. He's been involved in 29 goals in total. That's either scoring it himself or laying on the assist, most of anyone in the Premier League as an individual. So I think he's got all the ability. Might well be his last season with Chelsea as well, who knows. So he'll want to end on a positive note, and he does the business every week. He's so energetic, doesn't just score from the penalty spot like Paul Pogba. He's got so many different attributes, and also he's the type of player that doesn't need everything to be rosy around him. He's prepared to roll his sleeves up, get stuck in. Pogba won't do that.
Yeah, PFA might have given Pogba the nod, but it's got to go to Hazard on this occasion. So 1 apiece going into the decider, which is a case for the 2 defences then. For Manchester United, David De Gea is going through a bit of a rough patch right now playing behind that back line.
Yeah, he's had 1 or 2 lapses. We're talking about the world's best goalkeeper here, who's just come down a little bit from that sort of pedestal. But I think overall, the defence has been going quite well against Man City. They held out for a long time against the league's highest scoring, forward line. Just those little defensive errors or goalkeeping errors have cost them. If De Gea can get his game back, and it'll take maybe just a few days on the training ground to get him back to his best, then we're talking about a defence that looks solid now with a consistency of selection and a goalkeeper who we know is tried and trusted.
Chelsea's defence hasn't been much better, Bobby. It has to be said. Conceded 2 at home to Burnley on Monday evening. Conceded 6 the last time they came to Manchester.
Yeah, against City, wasn't it? But against United, I don't think there's anything to fear, really. Chelsea have got the 3rd best defensive record in the league. United haven't kept a clean sheet in the Premier League for 12 games. That's their worst record in a run like that for over 20 years. So I just think there's real issues at the back. Simon speaks about David De Gea. It's the players in front of him I would be more concerned about. The majority of them were around when Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge. That they've not reinvested, they've not refreshed things. And I think Chelsea, Hazard, and others, they'll be able to find a way through pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you, Bobby. I think Chelsea will find a way past United, and so Chelsea take it 2-1 on the head-to-head. Score predictions now, lads. Simon, which way is it going to go on Saturday?
I think 2-1 to United.
And for Chelsea?
1-0.
1-0 to Chelsea. There you go then. That's what the guys think here. What do you think? Manchester United versus Chelsea. Which way is it going to go?